That time of the week again. Where are we going this time? Back to ISLAY. Hello again, I'm Nathan, you're watching Whiskey Wednesday on Wasn't My Fault. As I said, we're going back to ISLAY with Laphroaig 10. So single malt Scotch whiskey from ISLAY region. Been there many times before. I've tried this one in my ISLAY whiskey tasting set, so I know what to expect, and of course I've done Laphroaig Select previously as well. Oh, quite tight fit. Right, that one side, I can smell already. Some of my fingers. So as we know, they tend to be quite peaty and salty and briny. Straight away, lots of wood, well, you know, wood smoke type of thing. Peat smoke really, but it's kind of that woody smoke because you don't tend to burn peat at home. So a little bit of kind of iodine type of thing, plasters, that kind of medicinal tone, which I do quite like. Some people, it puts them off it, but I like it. A little bit of licorice maybe. Oh, a bit much that time. Slight fruity tones, I can't quite tell what, but something, not a lot. It is mainly the kind of saltiness, the slight licorice, and definitely that smokiness pulling through most throughout all. But there's a sweetness to it as well. Definitely smoky, and that kind of medicinal is the germaline kind of flavour, and it, oh, as you breathe in afterwards you get that kind of germaline kind of like rush of that flavour. That really lingers. Wow. I just like feel on my tongue, it's just staying there, so it's quite oily because the flavours are just lingering on my tongue slightly. Definitely that kind of iodine and saltiness that you expect from it. A little bit of spice, maybe a little bit of black pepper, not a huge amount. Yeah, it's the kind of woody smoke, like campfire, like if you're at a campfire and it just like get a waft of smoke in your face. It's kind of like that in a nice way, not unpleasant way. So I'm going to do quickly. I have the previous Laphroaig I've done, which is the Select, which is a no age statement. Obviously a little bit more information about it in the description, but I just want to compare the two because I've not done a comparison yet on this channel. Right, won't take too long over this. So colour difference, so this is Select, that's the 10. The Select is slightly lighter in colour, nowhere near as smoky and salty. Milder, a little bit sweeter as well, slightly fruity, which is weird to say Laphroaig is slightly fruity because they're quite intense, but compared with that one it definitely is. It's everything that is, but toned down. More of a wood flavour. I get the kind of more oakiness out of that than I do from this. Stronger. What is the... That is 40% still. So both about the same. This tastes stronger. Maybe that's just because of the flavours are more intense. Okay. A lot of people do say to add a little drop of water to it, just to pull out the smells and the flavours more. A lot more subtle campfire smoke. Still slight saltiness. I'm not detecting any of the sweetness that I noticed before. A lot more alcohol in the aftertaste as it goes. Not quite as strong. It's more like the Select, to be honest. It definitely tastes more like that. Still nice. I prefer it the way it usually is. Slightly more salty than the Select, but similar kind of flavour profile. Definitely. So, as usual, you can see I have an array of different beverages here. Well, different glasses with potential beverages in. So the first one, on the rocks. One with Coke. Spill a little bit. We have coffee. And then an old-fashioned, which I am quite interested in finding out what that is like, because I like the old-fashioned and it should be interesting with that peaty smokiness, the brininess. See what that does to the overall flavours, because obviously it's quite sweet and bitter and citrusy, so that should be fairly interesting. Stir my different drinks to give them a chance to combine a little bit, as we always do, especially the old-fashioned. What first? Coke. Let the ice settle for a moment before I do that. All I can smell is like the medicinal qualities of it. So like germally. That's strange. Slightly salty, slightly medicinal. Not smoky as such. Tiny little bit of smoke. It's mainly the kind of germaline TCP kind of flavour that's coming through more than anything. Okay. Smoky. That's really all I'm getting. I'm not getting the iodine notes and so on in the smell. Just some sort of campfire. It's all wood and salt. Slight little bit of medicinal in the like aftertaste, but that is just woody, smoky. Oh, really bitter. Wow. I didn't expect that. Yeah, so you get the kind of smoke, the wood flavours coming through, and then just as it leaves, you get the kind of medicinal TCP, however else you want to go to, band-aids and so on, plasters for the UK, and that's you get, and then it's just go to bitter, just like everything else goes, and it's just bitter. That is very, and salt as well, bitter and salt, salty bitterness. That is not what I expected from that. Not a lot on the nose, mainly coffee. It's just gone woody. Just like I said with the Select, it's just a woody coffee. Slight bitterness as well. I'm not getting the sort of medicinal notes or licorice or any of that stuff that I got in the plain, but it's turning it really just like wood. Slight smoky wood, but just wood. That's rather strange. Okay. Ooh, must not forget. Gotta have the extra citrus. It is just all orange, let's be honest. I've just sprayed orange peel all over it, so. Okay, that was strange. Okay, so that has a little bit of wood aftertaste. The initial hit, it is really medicinal. That is weird. Let me do it again. Yeah, it's a salty old fashioned with like germaline added. That is strange, and the aftertaste is kind of all medicinal, a little bit of citrus, a little bit of bitter, but that is salty germaline with a bit of citrus added. That is strange. Okay, last thing. Right, check. So what does it say? Nose. This opens on big, smoky peat notes. There's spices and licorice as well as a big dose of salt. Whiskey. Don't need to know about that. All right, so a classic iodine stick and plaster with cool wood smoke. Okay. Seaweed, lead, with a hint of vanilla ice cream and more than a whiff of notes from the first aid box. The oak is big and muscles his way to the fore as you hold this whiskey over your tongue. An upsurge of spices develop, cardamom, black pepper, chili. Big and dry, and the savoury, tarry notes build up with an iodine complexity on the finish. I got some of that, not all of it. I got the licorice. Didn't really get the vanilla. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, that was interesting. That's going to take some getting used to. I'm not sure. I think bourbons work better, but it's something a little bit different and unusual. That's kind of cool. But if you like salty medicinal flavours, I do apparently. Oh, well, hopefully you found that informative and not too dull. It was an interesting one today. Something I've wanted to try an Islay whiskey in an old fashioned for a while, so that's interesting. I've been waiting for this video to do it, as you can tell, because that surprised me, but that was cool. So thanks all for watching. Please stick with me and come again next week for next Whiskey Wednesday, which I've got a Speyside, I believe, for next time. So I've not done one of those Scottish whiskies before, so that will be slightly on the lighter note. So that should be interesting. So please subscribe, like and comment and all the other stuff, and press the little bell so you know when I'm uploading some else. There's going to be some more videos, not just whiskey ones. There's going to be some gaming and some unboxing coming next week as well, so stay tuned. You never know, might be something like, might be some technology ones as well, and some comparisons of devices. So stay tuned, come back, see you again, bye bye.